In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on October 24, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Indiana Pacers versus Philadelphia 76ers. The Indiana Pacers are heading to the Wells Fargo Center on Monday evening to take on the Philadelphia 76ers in an Eastern Conference matchup. The Pacers are coming off of a 124-115 home win over the Detroit Pistons on Saturday, while the 76ers are coming off 114-105 home loss against the San Antonio Spurs. The Pacers are 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 Monday games. The 76ers are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games playing on 1 day's rest, and 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The over is 9-1 in Pacers' last 10 overall. The under is 4-1 in 76ers' last 5 overall. The Pacers are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings. The Pacers were able to avoid a 3rd straight loss, 76ers taking down the Pistons on Saturday thanks to big games from Mathurin and Halliburton, while the 76ers are coming into this game still searching for their first victory of the season after falling short against the Spurs at home. The 76ers have issues defensively, and the offense hasn't been clicking either, while the Pacers have things to work out as well. They are 4th in scoring through the first week. It's only a matter of time before the Philadelphia 76ers get their act together, and there's no doubt they're the better team here, but there's no way in hell I'm laying double-digit chalk with them in their current form. The 76ers are long overdue for their first win, but they haven't looked good so far, certainly not good enough to be such heavy favorites. They will have to show signs of life before I'm laying this number on them, so the Indiana Pacers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The adjusted defensive ratings show us that these defenses have not been too effective this season. The Pacers are 28th in the NBA with a 118.9 adjusted defensive rating this year, while the 76ers are 20th with a 114.7 adjusted defensive rating. These teams have scoring backcourts with Maxey and Harden for the Sixers, while Halliburton and Benedict are putting up points for the Pacers. Embiid has shown the ability for a few years to dominate the game and put up ridiculous numbers at the center position as well. Both teams have shown the ability to knock down their free throws, as Indiana has a 79.1 free throw percentage and Philadelphia has an 81.2 free throw percentage. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Raptors versus Miami Heat. A pair of teams from the Eastern Conference tangle on the hardwood in search of a victory down in South Beach. The Toronto Raptors are on the road as they close an early, not to mention rare, 2-game set with the Miami Heat Monday night. These teams met on Saturday night in Miami, with the Heat earning their first win of the season by picking up a 112-109 victory to draw first blood in the season series. The Raptors did cover the line as a 3.5-point underdog in the contest. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Heat own a 59-38 advantage and have taken the last 2 meetings after Saturday's win. Will the Heat sweep the 2-game set, or can the Raptors split the series? The Raptors are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games playing on 1 day's rest. The Heat are 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 home games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The under is 6-2 in Raptors' last 8 overall. The under is 4-1 in Heat last 5 games playing on 1 day's rest. The over is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. After winning their opener, the Raptors have lost 2 straight, including at Miami on Saturday night. Even more concerning is that they have lost versatile forward Scotty Barnes, who left the last game with an injury. He is questionable for the rematch, as are forwards Chris Boucher and Otto Porter Jr., making the Raptors even thinner than expected Monday night. Pascal Siakam has been as good as anyone in the league through the first few games. Miami was up big early against Toronto on Saturday and then held on as the Raptors made a second-half push, but it was the Heat's first win of the season. They have loaded up their starting lineup by adding Tyler Herro, but this team is not getting a ton from its bench. Kyle Lowry and Bam Adebayo are two veteran players they need more from if they are going to have anywhere near the success they did a season ago. These teams just played with Miami winning by 3. More specifically, Miami held on because they were winning by more than 20 at one point in the second half. Toronto stormed back to cover the +3.5, which is the lines we have for the rematch. With Toronto having depth issues overall, that really hurts them on the road. The Toronto Raptors just lost to the Heat on Saturday in a game that wasn't as close as the score indicates, and they've now lost 5 of the last 8 meetings overall against the Heat. The Miami Heat are only going to get better defensively as the season plays out, while the Raptors have had issues finding consistent offensive success through 3 games. The game on Saturday night got chippy, so this one should have some edge to it as well. So the Miami Heat to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. These teams just played on Saturday, and that game wasn't over, so it was no surprise to see the total for this game set a little higher than the last one. If the Raptors are missing Barnes, that hurts their offense and defense, so even though there is a market correction based on the score from the last game, it is difficult to see which affects the game total more. It is the 3rd game in 4 nights for both teams. That is not going to sharpen the defense, but I think it will impact the offense more. There should be lots of tired legs. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Orlando Magic versus New York Knicks. The Orlando Magic are not starting off the regular season the way in which they were hopeful for, as they are 14th in the Eastern Conference with a 0-3 record after a 126-120 home loss on Saturday night against the Boston Celtics. Shooting guard Terrence Ross led the team with 29 points in a losing effort. The New York Knicks have been doing decently well heading into Monday's action inside of Madison Square Garden, as they are 7th in the Eastern Conference with a 1-1 record. They defeated the Detroit Pistons at home on Friday night 130-106. Shooting guard Emmanuel quickly led the Knicks in scoring with 20 points. Looking at the betting trends, the Magic are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 road games and 5-11 against the spread in their last 16 games overall. The Knicks are 4-11 against the spread in their last 15 home games, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games playing on 2 days rest, and 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 6-2-1 in the last 9 meetings overall, and the Magic are 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 meetings in New York. The Magic are still missing a host of players including Gary Harris, Jonathan Isaac, Jalen Suggs, and Markelle Fultz, and they're still searching for their first win of the season, while the Knicks are just about at full strength and they will be eager to stay hot after blowing past the Pistons. The New York Knicks definitely have the better roster heading into this game and should be able to do well at home here. There's a significant difference in these teams' adjusted net rating, as the Magic are 23rd in the NBA with a -5.9 rating, while the Knicks are 10th in the sport with a +1.6 rating so far. Another key number is being able to defend the 3-point shot, as New York is 5th in the NBA right now, allowing just 30.2% of threes, while Orlando is 25th with 39.7% of shots from distance. The Magic were more than competitive in their game against the Celtics on Saturday, but the Knicks looked good in their last game and they haven't played since Friday. The Knicks have the more balanced defensive attack and defend at a higher level than the inexperienced Magic, so the New York Knicks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Magic are averaging 109 points per game and 103.5 points per game on the road. They averaged 101 points per game in their last 3 games against the Knicks. They play at a slow pace, averaging 103.6 possessions per game, and they're facing a defense that gave up 106 points in its only home game, so expect them to be held under their average in this game. The Knicks are averaging 121 points per game and scored 130 points in their only home games. They averaged 107 points per game in their last 3 games against the Magic. They play at a fast pace, averaging 109.5 possessions per game, and they're facing a defense that is giving up 110.5 points per game on the road. Neither team has been able to knock down their free throws with regularity, as the Magic are 20th in the sport at just 73.6% as a team, while the Knicks are currently 23rd with a 72.5% free throw shot this season. They also are not turning the ball over too much, as that leads to fast break points and extra baskets, as New York is averaging 12 turnovers per game, while Orlando is averaging 15.3 turnovers per game heading into this matchup. The under is 7-1 in their last 9 games against each other played inside of Madison Square Garden. The Knicks and Magic played under the total in 6 of their last 10 meetings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.